And I remember when I was a kid, and some of you may remember that too, especially if you were ambitious girls, like I guess I was, you know. And when my mother and father would have company, the women would talk, and I thought all they were talking about was clothes and charge accounts and shoes, you know, and children. And I didn't care about that. So I would always sneak into where the men were, because whatever they were talking about would be public and important, you know. And I learned that from what I read. I wasn't born thinking that. I still would insist to remember that consciousness is an embodied consciousness. You know, anything that separates the head from the body is false. The reason I read literature as I do, and the reason it's so, is because it poses the questions. What is meaning? What is the point of life? What is fairness? What is kindness? What is our fate? And so on. I'm interested in aesthetics and aesthetic education because I'm interested in what happens between you or me and the wall where the Monet hangs. The work of art only becomes a work of art when you experience it in a certain way. I desire to be nudged into a kind of wide awakeness. What I'm most afraid of in the world is numbness, is not feeling anything, you know, or what Dewey called the anesthetic, which is opposed to the aesthetic. To me, to give art a greater centrality in the classroom, to give imagination a greater centrality, is to introduce into the classroom that image of active interpretation. It's a rejection of a merely passive taking in.